As you're ready, allow yourself to sink into your space. Gently close your eyes and feel your body letting go, knowing that all you have done or haven't done today is all okay. Just being here and breathing is enough. Rest your worries and just be here for now. Relax. Let the sound of my voice take you away on a journey. Release any tension in your shoulders and sink into your space a little deeper. Imagine, in your mind's eye, white fluffy clouds overhead, and watch as a soft, gentle breeze floats them away. Watch your breath. Feel your breath letting go of the day with each exhale. You are walking out onto an empty beach, not a soul in sight, just you, out for a relaxing, peaceful time for yourself. You can hear the ocean waves. The air is fragrant with soft, salty mist. The light breeze gently moves your hair as your scalp tingles. Your feet leave soft impressions in the sand as you take one step in front of the other. In the distance, you can see something reflecting light from the day's fading sun. You wonder what it could be. Rays of light dance and bounce off the object in all different directions, like a rainbow shining in all directions. As you approach the mysterious object, you see that it is a glass bottle, but not just any bottle. It is clear and shaped like a bottle of Porto wine, long and skinny, and there is something inside. Is it a note? Surely it couldn't be. That's only in the movies. But when you pick up the bottle and hold it closer, you can see it is indeed a piece of paper rolled up. Is there writing? What could it say? After removing the cork, you look around for something to retrieve the paper. A thin stick, perhaps. And so you began searching the long stretch of sandy beach. You find a twig that fits easily into the bottle, but it quickly breaks in two the moment you try to pull out the rolled paper. So then you look for a stronger tool, but alas, it is too thick. And finally, you find the right one. Not too fragile, not too thick and bulky, but one with just enough flexibility to help ease the rolled piece of paper out of the bottle. You are happy when you see there is writing as you roll out the paper. What does it say? There is writing. It is another language. The language looks familiar, but you're not sure what it says. E amo você. Ah, it's Portuguese, your favorite language on earth. And so you search your memory for the meaning of the words. And you remember a time years ago in a small village in southern Portugal. You spent only a summer there and learned but only a few words and phrases, all of which you have forgotten. You recall a magical night in a small village. Standing on the beach that night. If only you had binoculars, you might be able to see the land in the distance. And if you could see a little further, you would realize it was Casablanca. Yes, in the southern tip of Portugal, you are oh so close to Morocco. But this night in Portugal is perfect. Although it is summer, it is quite cool, even with your sweater and long pants. Rocks and cliffs surround the beach, creating picturesque views. You are here on holiday and do not know anyone, and loneliness begins to settle in. Just as you lower your eyelids, you hear a voice. Boa noite. From the little Portuguese you know, you recognize this means good evening. You look up and see a friendly, smiling face. An older gentleman with a broad smile. Dark brown curly locks frame his bearded face and barely touch his shoulders. You smile and reply, Boa noite, como vos está? And so a new friendship begins. You spend hours talking and sharing stories with your new Portuguese friend. Your Portuguese isn't that great, and neither is your friend's English. But somehow, you are communicating and laughing together beautifully. You admire how your friend's dark eyes light up when he speaks about the nearby village he grew up in, and how he smiles when he talks. He tells you his father was a fisherman all his life. His mother recently passed away, and he misses her dearly. It's getting later into the evening, and you both watch as the sun slowly drops below the horizon. The sky transforms and shifts into new layers of golds, purples and pinks, and the calm sea reflects all of these glorious colors and beauty. And so now, the day is almost done, and your bellies are rumbling with hunger, and you decide to find a place to eat. As you walk up from the beach, you can hear live music, classical strums on the guitar in the true traditional fado style, a genre of music that goes all the way back to the 1800s, but is still very alive and popular in today's Portuguese culture. And it suddenly feels like you've been transported in time. Naturally, you are both drawn to the sounds of the music, and you find it is coming from a small restaurant with outdoor seating. It is perfect. The somewhat dilapidated building looks as if it's been standing for hundreds of years. The outside walls are covered in blue and white porcelain tiles with intricate details hand-painted on them. A chalkboard sign reads, "Captura fresca e special do dia." Today's special is the fresh catch of the day, and you are both delighted. As you take your seats, it is now dark, and the moon is beginning to rise and reflect its light on the vastness of the ocean. You can still hear gentle, small waves as they reach the shore. Wine is served first, an appetizer wine you've never tried, called Porto, which originated just a few hours north of where you are, in the wine's namesake, Porto, Portugal. It is dense and fruity and complements the freshly baked bread, sardines, cheeses, and unique dipping sauces and relishes. Oh, the flavors come alive. The wine glasses never empty, and the conversation gets deeper and deeper. By the time the fresh fish arrives, you are already pleasantly full, but cannot resist the freshly grilled white, flaky fish that simply melts in your mouth. And with the side of potatoes, of course, too. A Portuguese traditional dish. Of course, no meal would be complete without the famous Portuguese dessert, pastel de nata, and it is fresh out of the oven. The small custard tart is warm, sweet, and creamy, with a perfect flaky crust. You and your Portuguese friend are feeling satisfied, full, and delighted. You share another bottle of wine and continue sharing stories from your unique journeys. It is now late into the night, and the band has stopped playing. The restaurant is closing. It is time to go home. You and your friend say your goodbyes and embrace for a warm, friendly hug and a soft kiss in the air from cheek to cheek. As you walk away, your friend says, "Obrigada." Thank you. Thank you for this time. Just before we met this evening, I had been walking the beach for hours and feeling very lonely. I found an empty bottle of wine and picked it up. I remembered someone once said that to get love, we must give love. And so, since I was all alone, I expressed my love to whomever might find this bottle. I simply wrote, "I love you," but in my own language, of course. Rolled up the piece of paper and closed the bottle tightly with the cork. We smiled and parted ways. I never saw or heard from my friend again, until this day on the beach in Morocco, with a message in a bottle. And so now that our story has come full circle, it is time to drift off to sleep. Sweet dreams, friend. Good night.